So today it is going to be a tricky tie for the Red Devils at the Villa Park as Aston Villa will play host to Manchester United. So Manchester United, they are not in a good run of form, so we have to acknowledge that. And they are playing against a side that haven't conceded a goal in the Champions League. In fact, during the midweek, they defeated Bayern Munich at the Villa Park by a goal to nothing. So they're having 6 points from the maximum 6 in the UEFA Champions League. And also, they are currently sitting in the 5th position in the English Premier League table, while Manchester United, they are currently 14th on the ladder. So it's going to be a very difficult one. I don't know the chance of Manchester United winning that game at the Villa Park. So it's going to be a very difficult one. So Manchester United in the house there, please, what is your take on this match, and what do you really think is going to transpire at the Villa Park today? The match is actually exactly 2 o'clock p.m. in Nigeria. So Aston Villa versus Manchester United. So Unai Emery, the former Arsenal boss, revolution continues at the Villa Park. And also the other match that will also be taking place simultaneously as that of Aston Villa Manchester United is also Chelsea versus Nottingham Forest. Chelsea versus Nottingham Forest. So Chelsea will be thinking, oh, this is going to be a very easy clash. Nottingham Forest, they are going to beat them. No, it is not like that, okay? Let me tell you something. This same Nottingham Forest, they went to the Anfield Stadium and beat Liverpool by a goal to nothing. Now, let me also shock you. Only Liverpool have the best defense than Nottingham Forest as far as this league is concerned. Only Liverpool have conceded lesser goals than Nottingham Forest as far as this English Premier League season is concerned. So Chelsea, you have to iron your attack very well. If not, you might come out empty-handed at the end of the 90 minutes of football actions at the Stamford Bridge. So it's going to be an entirely tough match. And if you are not careful, I know Nottingham Forest going into that game, they are going to be playing a defensive game and try to use that counter. That was the tactics that work out against Liverpool at the Anfield Stadium. So you guys, you really need to be very, very careful. So don't just overlook Nottingham Forest. That the day Chelsea play with West Ham United, I myself have predicted it after checking the statistic that okay, this should be an easy ride. Despite the match is even taking place at the London Stadium, I say no, this match is going to be an easy ride for for Chelsea, and truly they came out 3-0 victorious. So, but this one is going to be tough. Nottingham Forest, they've considered just 5 goals in this season so far. Why they same with Tottenham. So they are sharing the same number of goals considered with Tottenham, but only Liverpool have considered less, who considered just 2 goals. So it's going to be a very difficult one for Chelsea right there at the Stamford Bridge. But if they iron the attack very well, of course they can scale past the Nottingham Forest guys. So also let me tell you, yesterday matches were decided, but nothing much to talk about because the normal team that you want win, they actually won their game. And I'm talking about Arsenal. They defeated Southampton by 3 goals to 1. Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium also prevailed over Fulham by 3 goals to 2. 2 Nigerians played that match and they were on the losing side. That's Alex Iwobi and also Calvin Bassey. But they lost yesterday to the superior firepower of Manchester City. 3-2 it finished. But they actually tried going to the Etihad Stadium to give Manchester City a tough time. In fact, it's commendable, but they came back with nothing, no point to show for it. And also at the Selhurst Park, that is the earlier kickoff of yesterday, we had Crystal Palace. They fell in front of their own fans. 1 goal to nothing finish against Liverpool. So the table now, we're having a tight table before going to the international break. Remember, next week there's no club football matches. It's going to be, I mean, the major leagues. There's no club football matches, as we'll be having a lot of qualifier, even World Cup qualifier, and also African Cup of Nations qualifier here in there in Africa. So as I said, Liverpool are leading the pack with 18 points, and they are followed closely by Manchester City and Arsenal, who are having 17 points each. Now, let me tell you something. This season, Liverpool have played 7 matches. They won 6, drew none, and also lost just once. They lost a game. But why Arsenal and Manchester City, they are still keeping unbeaten record. But yes, they are having 17 points. So sometimes it's very good for you to lose a match than even having multiple draws. You win more, lost some, better than winning some and drawing a lot. So you see, they are leading despite keeping unbeaten record. So that's it. Chelsea, they are currently having 13 points. So a victory for them today against Nottingham Forest will take them to 16 points. They also close the gap. So it's a very tight table going to the international break. So after the match between Aston Villa and Manchester United, and also Chelsea versus Nottingham Forest, Onaji Sport will be here to give you some of the analysis of what transpired in the game. So don't forget, there's always follow for more.